Hey guys, how are you? Thank you for watching. I'm making this video because I want to show you how I increased my credit score up almost 200 points. It was the pictures here is from April of 2017. My credit score was like mid to high 400s, if that's even, which is terrible. I never had good credit in my entire life. I'm gonna be 33. Always had shitty credit. Always. Since I was 18, I maxed out my cards and just didn't know how to fix credit. And by the time I decided to do anything about it, it was just I was so underwater and overwhelmed that I just didn't care anymore. But as I got older, I realized, oh crap, this is more important than a freaking degree, your credit score. So I'm gonna be 33 now, and my credit score is up over 200 points. The screenshot was from September of this year, and it's November now. And the reason, I was gonna make this video a few weeks ago, but now that I just got a new car, and it kind of, the few inquiries kind of brought my score down a little bit, which is gonna go up in the future. I just didn't want to wait for it to go up to make a video. And before I go on, this is the first time I ever had anything under my own name my entire life, and it is the most liberating feeling in the world. It's the best feeling in the world to have great credit and to get a credit card, to get a car, and they say, hey, you're approved. It's just like, oh my God, it's like the love of your life saying, I do. Except, never mind. First thing I'm going to tell you guys to do is, I made this video because I did this on my own. I didn't need any debt consolidation agencies. I didn't need any credit repair agencies, of which I'm going to go into towards the end. I realized that they were as much of a scam as the credit agencies themselves. Some people might get success with them, but in the end of the day, there's nothing that they can do for you that you can't do for yourself. All these companies do, the credit repair ones, are sending some letters, of which I'm going to tell you about in a second. They're not going to do anything extra for you. They're super expensive, and the money you're spending on their garbage services, you can be doing it to be paying off your debt, to be investing it, or to be using it for something else more productive. You can do this for, I'm not gonna say for free. It's gonna take time and just a little bit of money, but it's nothing serious. And sorry if this video seems a little out of it. I have some notes here, but I just didn't want to wait any longer because you keep waiting and you keep waiting and you keep waiting and nothing ever gets done, and people need to see this video now. First thing I do, I also did a lot of research, is do not go crazy paying off all your bills. Get your credit report. And again, I'm just writing things down as I go along because I will be revising this video. Get your credit report, but you have to get the whole detailed credit report from all three agencies. I don't know if they still do like the dollar now for 7 days and then $39.99 after or whatever. You need your credit report. I don't know if that freecreditreport.com will provide this, but you need it to be as detailed as possible, so throw a few dollars. You need all the account numbers, you need all the amounts you owe, etc. So that's it, you got your credit report. 2, do not go paying your collection accounts. If you have an account that's 5 or 6 years old, that from ABC Collection Agency, that used to be a Macy's card, you know what I mean? And I'll do this. Don't pay the collection agency, and I'll tell you why. You want to start taking that credit report and prioritizing all your debts from active to basically charge-offs and collections. Meaning, if you have a Macy's card, or another card, let's say a Nordstrom card or something, or maybe you owe AT&T some money. You want to pay those. Well, if AT&T most likely won't be on your credit report, so that can hold off. Only take care of the items on your credit report, because you'd be surprised of who reports to your credit, who reports to the credit agency and who doesn't. Now, Macy's is charged. You have a debt with Macy's that's on your credit report. Put that as number 1 on your list, and you want to prioritize all your debts. Now, if ABC Collection Agency has your debt, but from Macy's, do not pay them yet. That's like the last thing. These are scumbags who brought your Macy's debt for pennies on the dollar. They probably bought your $2,000 debt for like $200 and they're calling you, you're going to want to hold off on that. And I'll tell you why. Just pay off your active debts now. It's basically called active account. That means it's still open. You could still use it. You're just behind on it. That's another thing. Collection agencies, don't pay them yet. Another thing is, I went to creditkarma.com, and also I went to the Experian website. You can also go, I think, to the TransUnion and the Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. There we go. And sometimes you could, I don't know, on the credit agencies, I did it on Credit Karma. I disputed every single debt that I had, and I got a few items removed. Now, it's going to ask you, what's the reason for doing so? You can say I'm not aware of that debt. I have no knowledge of that debt. That's what I said. Some of these debts I had no idea. I didn't know any of these damn agencies. I'm not saying to lie about the reason why you're disputing it, but remember, these companies and agencies are out to screw you. So screw them. Anyway, do that. Dispute everything. Also, I'm going to try to have a description on exactly the steps I took. That way it's a little clearer, just in case I'm a little off with the video. And if you have any questions below, just write them down. I'll do the best of my ability to answer them for you. So dispute all items with Credit Karma. Also, I got these letters, and they are called attorney credit report letters, or they're also called the 609 Credit Reporting Act letters. I'm also going to have these things highlighted on the screen so you can see a little more accurately. Now, these letters, what these letters are going to do is, hold on, I have to get these letters. Okay, I am back. Now, these letters, what these letters are letters that you're going to mail out. They look like this. I thought I could sell this program or just give them away to people, but that's copyright infringement, and that's like illegal, and I don't want to get sued. I've been doing good so far. So they look like this. They're gonna have like some legal mumbo jumbo here, and then a bunch of credit, a bunch of lines with like, it's gonna say like creditor 1, creditor 2, all this is gonna be on your computer and you'll be able to delete it. Now these things are like $30, $40 for a whole package, and there's also all the letters you need. It's crazy. It's a freaking good value. And they're so generic that so many people sell them, so it's not like one's better than the other. And yeah. And then on the back, you're gonna see a signature. Also, with these letters, I'll let you know. Actually, I'll just tell you how to use the letters now. So you're gonna get these letters, and it's gonna say Equifax 1, Experian 1, TransUnion 1. Meaning these are the first set of letters that you're gonna send out. Again, all these information, all the instructions are gonna be with the letters. I'll see if I can put the link up too, of the letters I got. Now you're gonna send all the number 1s first. And guys, I'm gonna tell you this right now. You gotta give yourself some time. If you're trying to improve your credit because you have a 400 credit score and you wanna buy a house next year, stop applying for new credit. Accept your situation, that you're in a really messed up situation, that the worse your credit score is, the worse the mess is gonna clean. You know, you just basically murdered your credit, and the worse your credit score is like the bigger the murder was. So now there's blood everywhere. Instead of just cleaning the floor, you gotta clean the walls. You gotta hide all your fingerprints. You gotta do such a good job of cleaning up the scene. You understand what I'm saying? So like, you got blood everywhere and shit everywhere, and there's like, you just ruined your credit. But don't worry guys, it could come back. Anyway, give yourself some time. These letters are gonna take some time. These are the letters that agencies and those credit repairs losers do. Not gonna say losers, I'm not supposed to judge. So these are letters, and they worked miracles for me. But yeah, give yourself like 6 months, a year, maybe a year and a half. But I'm telling you, if you do this within 2 years, your credit score is gonna be great. And guys, believe me, I'm 33, 2 years goes by like this. Anyway, so that's what we're gonna do. It's gonna have all this mumbo jumbo. So this says Equifax. This is like the first letter. It's gonna have all this crap here. Don't worry about that. What you're gonna do on your computer is that you're going to highlight all these and delete them because you got to put your creditor name and the account number. Now the account numbers are gonna have like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 10 X's. You just got to write the 1, 2, 3, 4 and just the 10 X's. Like, I know I wrote the X's, maybe you don't need to, but whatever. Also, the unverified account, you don't necessarily need to delete this. You can leave that as a typed in section. But you want to handwrite these, and I'll tell you why. Because supposedly, I don't know if it's true, but it did make sense when I read it. When the credit agencies get these letters, they scan them through a computer, and then they give out these vague responses. But when they put these things through a computer, the scanner, and it's not able to scan it because of the handwriting, then some human being grabs it and will deal with it personally. I don't know if that's true. Maybe it's superstition. I believed it. I believe a lot of things. But it made sense. I only believe things that make sense. So anyway, so then you put your name there. You delete that part on your computer and you just you type in your name. Now, you also want to go to Staples or something, or if you have a copier home, and make copies of your social and your license. It also says here that you need a notary to sign this. You don't necessarily need it. I mean, if you want to go to the bank, I went to Chase and they do it for me. I have an account at Chase and they do it there, which is why maybe the first set of letters I sent got more deletes and everything because it was super official. The other letters I sent didn't have the notary or my license or social. But anyway, we'll get to that point. But anyway, you want a copy of your social and your license with every single letter, and I'll tell you why. Because if they don't get that, they're going to send it back saying they saw some fraudulent activity and they're now going to ignore every other letter pertaining to that. It's like, you're going to see how much of a scumbag these credit agencies are. Like, what free reign they have to go and just like screw people over. It's such a scam. It makes me sick. Anyway, another thing you're also going to do, you're going to mail these out certified mail. So now you're going to be mailing out 3 of these letters a month. So you'll mail out and don't mail them out the same day. Again, there's something about mailing them out the same day that they say don't do it that way. Again, all of this is in the instructions. So if I'm not 100% clear, you'll see in the instructions. So you'll mail out Equifax one on Monday. Then you'll mail out Experian one on Thursday. Then you'll mail out TransUnion the next Monday. And then you'll wait. And they're all certified mail, so you're going to be able to see when these credit agencies get these letters. Now, within 30 to 60 days, I don't know what the instructions say. Doesn't say here. Within 30 to 60 days, if they don't answer, which most likely you'll get letters back. And the first time I sent these out, I think like 5 or 6 items were removed from all of my credit reports. Even like one of the lawsuits and judgments I had for a medical bill that they brought to freaking court, I don't know why, fucking scumbags, was taken off, which was serious. Amen to that. Also, yeah. So you have 30 to 60 days. You'll check the receipt with the certified mail. You'll know when they get it. So after they get it, you got to wait 30 to 60 days before you send them the round 2 of the letters. Then there's a round 3 and a round 4 and then a final letter, which you'll see. Now, you're going to be doing these letters for 3 to 4, 5, maybe 6 months. At this time, you will not be applying for new credit. The only way I would tell you to apply for new credit is just one more time, and that would be for a secured credit card, which is like you just secure the credit card, you put 100, 200, 300, or whatever money you want down, and they will approve you for that amount. I recently did that for a Discover card where I had to leave $200 down, and obviously my credit limit was $200, but now they recently sent me my security deposit back at $200 and they increased my limit to $1,500, which is the first credit card I ever had with that kind of limit. It's not crazy. I know at 33 years old, me being like, oh, $1,500 credit card is amazing. It's, in retrospect, pathetic to other people's credit limits, but it's an amazing feeling. And plus, you don't want credit cards. I'm not applying for any more credit cards because it's not free money. You got to pay it back. Anyway, secured credit cards, look into them. Credit Karma will usually give you like matches, but don't believe everything they say in regards to approval odds, because you could still be denied. Also, banks provide secure credit cards. So if I know Wells Fargo does it. Sorry, I would have brain fart. Wells Fargo does it. I don't know if Chase still does it, but I know Wells Fargo does the secured credit cards. Um, and that's it. Those are great. Also, I will teach you about, I'll just tell you now, you want to keep all your secured cards, your credit, if you get a secured card, or even if you have credit cards now, you want to keep your credit utilization ratio to 10 to 20%. So if you have a $200 limit, you want to keep it to just putting $10 to $20 on there and then paying that off every month. Because if you use half of that credit, if you use more than half, it's going to look bad. And it's like, just don't do it. I know it's tempting. Literally, buy a freaking book on Amazon, get $10 worth of gas, and then put that card away and don't use it, because that temptation of having your credit card in your pocket is like, you don't even want it. It's just, you just don't want it. Also, we went over secured credit cards. Also, another thing that has helped me was, and this was like putting my credit score on steroids, is being an authorized user. Now, I hope in life you have been a trustworthy person, a good person, and that there's people that love you and care about you. Because being an authorized user is probably the best thing anyone could do. And you can also look it online. Being an authorized user, they also call it piggybacking credit, meaning you're riding off the credit of a credit god. Now, what I did was I asked my father, who has amazing credit and who also is an amazing man, and I also asked my ex-girlfriend, who owed me a huge favor. They both had great credit, to add me as an authorized user on their credit. Now, you only need to be added to one of their credit cards, or you want to be added to all of them if they love you that much, of which they're probably psychotic. So, anyway, one of their credit cards. The credit card they have to add you to, it has to be the oldest credit card with the highest limit. Again, the credit card they have to add you to has to be the most badass credit card they have. Old, preferably like 5 or more years old, and that's have the highest credit limit. Now, if it's one or the other, I would definitely suggest doing some Google research on that. Again, my next video that I'm going to make on this is going to be a lot better. But this is trying to give you an idea, so just take notes and Google this stuff on your own, because it really helps to know this information. That took my credit score. I mean, my credit score jumped up like 60, 70 points in I'm not going to say one day, but like between 2 months. And this was recently. This is how you see on that Credit Karma score that I just showed before, that jump up of like 30 points or 40 points. It is insane. It was insane. Now, what the authorized user needs to know is that their credit's not affected by you. It's not. Like, it's not at all. So if they're worried about it, do the research, learn what it's about, and then ask the person in your family or a friend that once your credit score goes up, they can take you off. It's fine. But it's gonna jump up within like 2, 3, 4 months. Like, it's serious. Like, if there's one thing you can do out of all this all this wonderful information, is to be an authorized user. It is the best thing ever. Also, another thing about being an authorized user, I don't remember what the hell I was just thinking. I'm sorry. Oh, yes. Being an authorized user basically puts that person's credit onto your credit. So now their credit history on that credit card looks like you've been paying it as well. That's why it goes up so much. Next subject is, wow, I went over a lot already. Oh, after all these months down the road, you did the letters. You did the authorized user on a credit card. If no one lets you do it, don't worry about it. You can still do this. there's still items on your credit report you want to do, and believe me, because these credit agencies, the Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, eventually stop responding. Like, they just keep sending back letters saying that the debt you have, the debt you're disputing is yours. There's not much you can do about it. There might be other ways to go about it, of which I'm still trying to find out. But the best way to deal with these companies now, the stubborn ones that don't want to leave, the freaking piece of gum under your shoe type of agencies, is to go for pay for delete letters. Now, these letters are basically telling them, listen, I'll pay you a portion of what I owe you, but I need you to send me an email or some confirmation that once I do pay you, this account's going to be deleted. Now, when you call these people, you're going to say these words. I am not validating, because they're recording everything. That's why I say we have recording this, blah, 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 because they want you to say that's yours. That's why they're going to say, oh, is this, blah, blah, blah. What you're going to say is, I'm not saying this debt is mine. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying if it is mine, and let's say you owe $1,000, if I'm willing to pay $300, I am going through a hard financial time right now. I mean, I haven't been able to get a haircut. I haven't showered for 2 weeks. You know what I mean? You are going through a tough time, but you want to pay all your debts. You're trying to get back on your feet. You're trying to go get some McDonald's. You're trying to eat. You just need help. So if you're willing to pay them $300, say if I'm willing to pay $300, would you be able to delete this item off my credit report? I'm trying to buy a house in the future, blah, blah, blah. If they say no, hang up and call back, guys. Believe me, you will be surprised of how just hanging up on a douchebag on the phone and calling back and being nice to these people, kindness goes a long way. Because they're dealing with hundreds of assholes all day. So be nice to them. If they're not willing to work with you, hang up and call back. And say that. Most likely, they're going to say, okay, sure. What's your email? We'll send you an email and we'll have an agreement saying once your credit is paid, once your debt is paid, we'll delete the item. Now, you can do that from the beginning before you do all this, but why? You already screwed up your credit. You already made it this far in life. You don't need to fix your credit up by tomorrow. So do these pay for delete letters. They will work miracles. And again, any information you're a little unclear about, you can ask me below. I'll Google it if I can. If not, you Google it, because it's your responsibility too. Also, wow. Do not, despite what the damn testimonials say, despite what these YouTubers say, oh, hey, here's how to repair your credit. And then they'll give you some stupid ass suggestions. And then they'll say, if you go through my credit repair agencies are effing scam. What I just told you is not even half of what these guys are going to do. This is straight up fire what I'm giving you. I could have easily charged you a good amount of money for the information I gave you. If I typed up all this information and sold it, I could sell this for like $200. Wait, $199, $197, or $149 if you order within the next 3 minutes. But guys, the information I just gave you took me months and months and months and months and months to find out. I just give this information away because I do believe in giving back, whether it's tithing, whether it's charities, but most importantly, whether it's giving back of your knowledge and of your time. Because the time I just gave making this video, I don't get that time back. So you're welcome. Anyway, I did a few credit repair agencies. I'm not going to say who it is because I don't need anybody calling me and suing me. But they're going to be rated high. People are going to talk about them. They're going to have great testimonials. Any credit repair agency, any credit consolidation agency, don't do it. I know it's tempting. I know it looks easy. I know it looks great. But guess what? That's just like the lose 30 pounds in 30 days program. It is bullshit. It is bullshit. It is bullshit. If you say, okay, in the next 2 years, I want to raise my credit score up 150 to 200 points. Your credit score cannot be that bad as to 150 point increase or higher will drastically improve it. I had the worst credit score in the world, and now I'm getting approved for stuff. It is amazing. So please do not do that. Actually, a story. I did one of these credit repair agencies because I was tired of continuing mailing letters and I got lazy. So I said, hey, let me pay someone to do it. I used this company for 6 months. The first 2 months, they were charging me $100 a month. Nothing got done. One thing got removed off of one of the credit, not all three of them, just one. It was pathetic, the effort and the results I got from these people. And some people say, well, you got to stick with it. I'm not paying you $100 a month because with that extra $1,000, $2,000 of work you're going to do within the next 2 years, I could make miracles happen. So after the 2 months, I called back, say, hey, listen, nothing's happening. I did more on my own. Okay, sir, okay, sir, okay, sir. We can lower you down to the basic. Of course, the basic program will do this and this and this and that, and we'll do this for you. 4 months later, nothing happened. And those extra 4 months were like $70 or $60 a month. Nothing got done. The only thing that got done was two of the collection agencies send me back letters saying, we see that there's a third party or someone else is trying to vouch for you. Basically, we see that this isn't you sending us these letters. We're not dealing with this anymore. This is fraudulent, blah, blah, blah. And then one of the collection agencies sued me and it was only for $500. So I paid that off. And yeah, so be aware when these agencies, or when you send out these letters and stuff, and they are sending you letters back, and they don't seem like they're willing to work with you, put that letter to the side because those are the people that you want to send a pay for delete letter to. Because if, I don't know what state you live in or how it works, I don't know why some of them will try to get to you so hard and why some of them not, but yeah, they did sue me. And another collection agency about 3 years ago sued me as well. It's not for much. You can do payment plans like $50 to $20 a month, but it's just annoying. And they will delete it, but you just don't want to get sued, guys. Like, it's stupid. Also, that is it, I believe, for now. Yes, that is it for now. Again, I'm going to watch this video a few times and see where I can improve on it. I just want to throw this out there and show you that it is possible. Again, before I leave, another picture of my credit results for the last year and a half. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any comments or criticisms, again, I'm starting my YouTube channel all over again with everything and absolutely anything I need to know that can help your life. Please leave a comment below. I would greatly appreciate it. Again, you don't need to you don't need to spend a lot of money to repair your credit. Oh God, how did I almost forget? In the meantime, you need to cut down on your expenses and increase your income, because I'm telling you guys, if you're not going to stop your spending habits, you got yourself in a shitty mess. You got to get yourself out. You got to stop going out on the weekends. You got to stop eating out all the time. Stop buying the Louis Vuitton bags. They're not even that nice. I don't know why girls like them. They're not even nice. What else? Christmas is coming up. Don't kill yourself, guys. Because the Christmas presents you killed yourself for last year, no one gave a fuck about this year. By January, no one gave a shit. And you're probably still paying for today for last year's Christmas gifts when no one, when by January that passed, no one cared about them anymore. Guys, if you got to tell your family, listen, we're stuck, we're tight, no one's getting Christmas presents. You know what you do? You take your immediate family. If you have kids, you buy your kids gifts. You take your wife, you buy your wife something nice. Or how about this fucking amazing idea? How about everybody just buys themselves something that they want for themselves? That way I don't have to guess what you want. And that way I don't have to pretend I like the stupid ass ugly shirt you bought me that's not even my size. I've been through some things. So yeah, Christmas is coming up. Holidays are coming up. Don't go crazy, guys. In the next 2-3 years, when you're balling and you got thousands in the bank, then your family's going to be like, wow, this is why they did it. It takes sacrifice. This is not easy. You're going to have to sacrifice time. You're going to have to sacrifice effort. You're going to have to sacrifice the parties and the bullshit and the fun, because that's how successful people become successful. Success equals discipline and sacrifice, which in the end equals money. And money equals freedom. Also, down below the links, once I do make the videos, they're not going to, it depends how early you watch this video, they're probably not going to be there yet. I'm going to have links to my Uber videos and selling on eBay videos, because you're going to have Uber and selling on eBay is the fastest way you're going to make extra money, of which you are going to save. You're not going to spend it, because if you can do a 4 hours on a Saturday and 4 hours on a Sunday driving Uber, you're looking at $200 or more. That times every weekend is $800 a month. That's over about $1,000 a year. Now, you take some of that money and do what I do and go garage sale shopping and stuff like that on the weekends as well. So, guys, put it this way, I'm going to make the videos. You're going to increase your income, but you have to cut down expenses. It's just like working out. You eat less, you work out more. You spend less, you make more money. You're going to be in the best financial shape of your life. Guys, I'm on this journey with you as well. Don't feel like I know it all, but I just gave you the best goddamn information you could probably find on YouTube for free. You just got paid for the letters. And most importantly, you're going to have to change a lot of habits. You're going to have to change yourself. A lot of subconscious beliefs. It's not easy, believe me. I was a victim of many bad habits, but I have overcame them with the power that lies within. Anyways, I'm over this video. I'm tired and I'm thirsty. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, comments, criticisms, or suggestions, please write them down below. Thank you for watching. I wish you all the success in the world, and I hope that your life gets better and better every day, and that begins by you getting better and better every day. Take it easy, guys. Much love. Bye-bye.